Hello my dear friends, I sprayed this Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee in duty free airport and I was like, okay, what's the deal with this thing? But you know how it is when you are going into duty free and testing a lot of fragrances, you can't pick it up all the notes. And I was like, okay, it smells nice, but I don't understand the hype behind it. But during the flight, after 1 hour, I was like, oh my god, what smells so nice? And I did realize actually is the Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee, which it smells in the dry down very pleasing, but about the scent a bit later on. If you follow my channel, you know I have tested at least 3 Gentleman, but the Society one. So I have tested the Society Extreme, and the latest one, Ambre, which all of them seem okay for me, but not good enough to buy a full bottle. And when I've seen this offered on the fragrance shop, I was like, okay, I'm going to test it again and see how it goes. And a 60 ml bottle, as I'm having it right here, it was 40 pounds. And I was like, for 40 pounds, definitely I should grab it. I scanned the fragrance shop card and I got this 60 ml Reserve Privee with 25 pounds. So 25 pounds for Reserve Privee actually is a steal, even if it's only a 60 ml bottle. But let's start with the box presentation. This is the front, the back and the bottom, and this is the 60 ml bottle, which is looking okay, classy, elegant, Givenchy style. The back and also the bottom. The batch code is 2B01, just in case someone is interested. And if you are into the fragrance game, you know this fragrance is taking bits and pieces from Dior Homme Intense, which, by the way, is a masterpiece. So Reserve Privee from Givenchy is taking bits and pieces from Dior Homme Intense. It reminded me straight away of Dior Homme Intense, and this is not a bad thing because it's an amazing thing having like a lot of options on the table and choosing the right one for our taste. And this fragrance is supposed to have bergamot as a top note, but this opening is not citrusy, so the bergamot is there just to balance the scent, but it's not by any means straight away a citrusy opening. So since we spray this, we get this powdery iris and also whiskey. This is boozy, so this is like Dior Homme Intense, but not that intense. A bit more balsamic with an extra note of whiskey added, boozy, manly, elegant. So this is good, especially if you are into this kind of boozy, powdery fragrances, because this one is boozy, powdery, woodsy. We have some woodsy notes listed on Fragrantica as the woodsy notes, but I bet we are having cedarwood and vetiver. So in the dry down, we're gonna get this boozy, woodsy powderiness, and it smells so nice. And my wife, after 2 hours, she told me I smell like a chocolate. She could smell this fragrance as a chocolate on me, so I was like, really? Her nose really improved a lot since posting these fragrance videos, because all the time I went to her and asked her, hey, what do you think about this fragrance? But at work a mate told me actually he can smell the whiskey, so I was like, people can smell this fragrance in different ways. Someone can smell the booziness and other people can smell the powderiness, the chocolate. So this fragrance is good. Performance, this fragrance is going to last minimum 7 hours, so on me lasted last time 8, and it has a very beautiful sillage and projection in the first hour. So in the first hour the fragrance is there. So actually in the first 2 hours you have the most chances to get compliments. After 4 hours this fragrance is getting very close to the skin, but if someone is getting very close to you, definitely you can be smelled. This is not a powerhouse, but the performance is good. For the season, this one is fall in a bottle straight away. Fall time, dating, yes, it's good, but I'm thinking we are having better options on the market. This is not the best dating fragrance, but definitely can be worn as a date scent, especially if you're gonna dress this fragrance a bit up. Nighttime, it's working. Paying 25 pounds for Reserve Privee, definitely it's an amazing deal. Really happy to have this in my collection. As always, this is my honest opinion. In this case, Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee. Until next time, take care of you guys. Bye bye.